Berlin's annual film festival, the Berlinale, is in full swing again. Once a year, some of the world's best-known actors, directors and producers line up on the red carpet at Potsdamer Platz. Berlin has been a major world film hub since the 1920s. Directors such as Fritz Lang, Friedrich Wilhelm Murnau and Georg Wilhelm Pabst created timeless classics such as Metropolis, Nosferatu and Pandora's Box in Germany's capital.
The first cinema was erected in 1905 in Berlin, which were very small and local. Usually they were in former small stores, and that's what they were called, Ladenkinos. For example, the movie Mento, which played from the very first day in 1907 till today, non-stop.
Nearly a century later, Berlin's cinematic landscape is still the most vibrant in Germany. Seeing an original version of a film might be difficult in other cities, but not so in Berlin. The German capital has more art house theaters than almost any city in the world.
We are really at the top. Compared to New York, Paris and London, I would say Berlin has great opportunities for everyone to still see movies on the screen as it's supposed to be.
In 1951, the American forces in West Berlin intentionally boosted the city as a global cinematic venue.
The Americans tried to show that they had something to offer as entertainment and also as re-education, that they are here to stay in Berlin.
In 1957, the film festival moved to the Zoopalast Theater in Charlottenburg near West Berlin's Kurfürstendamm Shopping Boulevard.
Der Zoopalast wurde 1957 eröffnet. Das war das erste große Kino, was nach dem Krieg wieder aufgebaut wurde. Natürlich waren hier in Berlin alle Kinos kaputt. Auch das Kino, was hier vorher stand, der Uferpalast, und wurde gebaut in einer Rekordbauzeit von einem Jahr. Und gleich im ersten Jahr war auch die Berlinale zu Gast.
Their star power helped briefly transform what was normally a rowdy cinema with popcorn-throwing teenagers into a dazzling venue of glitz, glamour and stardom.
Es ist natürlich von seiner Architektur her ein ganz großartiger 50er-Jahre-Bau. Der Luxus, den man in den 50er Jahren noch gepflegt hat, und das eher Theatermäßige eines Kinos. In jedem Saal, in den letzten 3 Reihen, das ist unsere Loge, kann man am Platz seine Speisen und Getränke bestellen und bekommt dann auch nicht Pappbecher, sondern Gläser und Porzellan mit dem entsprechenden Inhalt.
As the event has grown, scores of other theaters have joined in the Berlinale. One of the latest additions is Tiny City Kino Wedding in northern Berlin, a cinema originally built and used by French forces during the Cold War. The theater is tucked behind the former French Cultural Center.
Follow us!
Follow us. The French had a cultural center in the east of Berlin as well, and so they have an eastern version of 35mm and a western version, and we still have it today. Czechoslovakia and Ufa.
The Berlinale tries to bring always the festival to new places.
We started to run the cinema, or to do the programming, in September 2014. And that was from the beginning the idea to make programming that's for the people who live here, but it's also like a mix of for young and old people. It was very important for us to make the people feel good here, so they come and they feel comfortable and they feel like it's their cinema. It's like perfect to be part of the Berlinale.
Especially for the publicity we're doing it. We are not very known in Berlin, and we don't do it for the financial part only, of course.
But the Berlinale is now so big, it's taken over many of the city's most iconic architectural landmarks. One is the House of World Cultures, a modernist building that Berliners say looks like a pregnant oyster, located in Tiergarten Park.
It's a very iconic building in Berlin. It's a symbol for post-war modernism, with the presence of the United States to the city of Berlin in the 50s. And now we are showing the new generation program of the Berlinale. Quite a number of young people who came through the Berlinale to the house, later on also attend our other programs. The auditorium is one of the largest auditoriums here in the city, 1,000 seats. This is a really big screen.
The Berlinale's biggest venue is the Friedrichstadt Palace, Europe's largest showcase close to the Spree River.
During our winter holidays, we are switching from a normal theater to a cinema. There are coming 80,000 people in 10 days, so we have like 8,000 people a day here. You can see the ups and the deepest black holes of the German history. So it's like 100 years of history combined in one house. The roaring 20s, people were living their lives like dancing on a volcano. Everyone wanted to perform here. Louis Armstrong was here, Liza Minnelli was here, Ella Fitzgerald, even Marlene Dietrich. During the Nazi time, it was a propaganda theater directly under Joseph Goebbels' Reichsministry for Propaganda. During the socialistic part of Germany, they built at that time the biggest theater stage in the world. So if you look around, this is a socialistic postmodernism.
The Berlinale is the third biggest film festival after Cannes and Venice, but what makes it special is that it is open to the public.
Everyone can queue for tickets. If you're willing maybe to stay the night, then you can see a film with one of your favorite movie stars.
Just this week, George Clooney, Meryl Streep and other stars walked the famed red carpet at Potsdamer Platz, testimony to the continued draw of one of Europe's biggest stages.